All right, everybody has 7 note cards in front of them, or pieces of note card.
How many people need note cards still?
All right, make sure you share with somebody nearby. You can rip them in half, and now they're 14. You have 50 seconds.
Oh, on our notebook or a notebook?
14, 13,
50.
45.
40 seconds.
There you go. Pass them. Here's the note cards.
Give those in half, guys. He says you're stacking half of it. So that you have whole stacking half of it.
The minutes.
All right, check this out. The 3 people that have the whiteboard, hold it up. Does everybody see what's written on it? All right, we can see that. All right, all of you, erase it. There's a marker at the top. Pop it off. Erase it. Erase everything that's written on that whiteboard. Erase it. Did you erase it?
I erased it before you.
Oh, even better. All right, rewrite it. Rewrite it. These 3 said they had the worst handwriting of the group. Rewrite it. Big. Go ahead.
I'm trying so hard.
Squad. S-Q-U-A-D. And then whatever squad number you are. Write it big. We're giggling. It's good. All right, hold it up. All right. Can we? Oh, man. Can we read it off? Look. Can we see it? Can we read it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not bad. So you perceived yourself to have bad handwriting. But look at this. Look at this. He perceived bad handwriting. Riley Schaefer in the back. What's that say? Pretty simple, right? You actually have pretty solid handwriting. Why do you perceive yourself to have bad handwriting? So the whole focus today is on athlete perception. All of you are athletes. We'll refer to you as athletes, but you're human beings, and we all perceive things differently. I teach college-level history. All of you love history. It's your favorite subject, right? What's your favorite subject? No. What? No, wrong. What's your favorite subject? You're wrong. Over 2. What's your favorite subject? The answer is history. Everybody on 3. What's your favorite subject?
History.
That's why I can turn off lights and you're going to be focused and pay attention. So when I talk to graduate students, I try to make every single lecture get 3 things out of it. First thing, it's got to be valuable to them, right? You're here for a reason. You're in this classroom for a reason. You better get something valuable out of it. That's my job. I'm going to give you some valuable stuff. All right? Better be enjoyable. It's history. All of you are like, oh no, PE, English. It's history. Number 1. I'm going to try to make it enjoyable as possible. Lastly, something practical. You guys know what practical means? What does practical mean? Useful. I want you to walk out of here with something that's useful to you immediately as you walk out the doors. If I can get those 3 things done and accomplished, we'll be all set. All right? So what I want to do first is hit you with something about perception. All right? Maybe. It might not go. There we go. We're going backwards. Give me a second. Here we go. You guys ever see the growth of like planet Earth from square zero? Maybe it won't load inside of the Prezi. We're going to problem solve. We see a challenge, and we're going to adjust. All right?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. All right. You guys warm? Only a challenge. All right, so you guys see planet Earth? That's us. We're there. Then there's the moon. Check it out. So just a little bit of perspective there, right? So here's the deal. You think you're the center of your world. That's fair. Very fair. But in reality, we're just this small little blip, right? What perceptions are things that we get, and it's all based off of experience. So in history, perception's amazing. I love it because you probably did it in elementary school. I whisper a story in this guy's ear, and then he passes it on and on and on the whole way around the room, and by the time it gets back there, is it the same story? No, right? And that's perception, and our perception is developed by how we understand things. When we see things happen, it's how we understand them. When we digest information, Coach Greenwood's going to talk about senses, right? Senses go hand in hand with our perception. We see things, we taste things, we feel things, we hear things. All of that builds into things that we perceive it, all right? How we make sense of things around us is perception, all right? If you're walking down some alleyway in the city, it's 4 a.m, and you reach the end of the block, you turn around that corner, and there's a man standing there wearing a mask with a baseball bat. He swings it, busts you in the face. You stumble backwards. What's your next move? Are you going to poke your head back around that corner at the man who just smashed you in the face with a baseball bat? No, you're going to run, right? And that's the things that we get from learning. It's how we make sense of things. And it's also what we know. Our experience is super important. Now, unfortunately for most of the athletes here, you don't have a lot of experience, all right? You travel a lot, you get to do a lot of cool things, but your experience hasn't really opened you up to the world, which makes it difficult for you to understand different perceptions, different opinions, okay? Now, being an athlete, you have all sorts of challenges with that. So what we're going to look at is this. What do you guys see in this picture? What do you guys see? What's your perception of this? What do you see? You see music, right? You see somebody playing a guitar? All right, what else do we see? 2 old people. Okay. What else you guys see? Another person on the other face. Right? What else you see? Okay, another person in the doorway. What else you guys see? What's that? Yeah, what else you see? You guys see a bottle? All right. So how can we all look at this and see little adjustments? Do you guys see everything that was stated? Maybe, maybe not. All of our brain works in a crazy way, right? Science explains it. I don't know the ins and outs of it. But every time we look at something, our brain makes decisions, right? And it tells us what we see, what we feel, all of those things with it. In history, my favorite part, what's your favorite course in school?
History.
Who said lunch? Lunch? Zero credits for lunch. All right, where's Mateo? All right, what is this? You said you're a history guy. What is this a depiction of? What is it? Not the Boston Tea Party. Boston Massacre, right? So, this is the most widely circulated image of the Boston Massacre. If you Google it, this is one of the first images that comes up. Anybody have any idea who drew this? This is where it gets tricky. Paul Revere. Guys ever hear of Paul Revere? Right? Die-hard patriot, wanted a revolution, right? And he watched an event. He didn't even watch it, but he depicted an event in his perspective, right? And in this perspective, who looks like the bad guys? The redcoats do. And who looks like the innocent civilians that were just ambushed? Right. But if we look at an actual depiction, a way more accurate perception of the Boston Massacre, does it look the same? So here's my question. How can the same event take place in front of multiple people and they walk away with different perspectives of it? What builds perception? Right, it's only the part you see, and a lot of times we see things we want to see, right? Paul Revere wanted to see the British Army being bullies, right? So we have to look at this, and we can do example after example, right? Christopher Columbus, we had Columbus Day for a bunch of years. Now all of a sudden it's like, man, that guy was kind of a scumbag. He lied about the eclipse to natives to get them to give him all of his stuff. We change history. It's all about our perspective. Genghis Khan, responsible for over 40 million deaths, but also responsible for creating a booming economy along the Silk Road that let hundreds of millions of people thrive, right? It's perspective. What perspective are we going to look at? Now, if we look at athlete perception, you guys, it gets tricky, right? It gets tricky. It's tricky, right? You have AJ Ferrari a couple years ago, national champ, Oklahoma State. Everybody's like, wow, he deadlifts how much, right? Right, crazy. Probably, right? And now, the double birds, right? Doing splits all over Philadelphia. How do you perceive somebody like AJ Ferrari? We could go through and ask everybody in here. There's probably all sorts of different examples of how we see a different perspective of the same individual. Now we have to reflect on ourselves because you're all athletes, right? This morning they talked about how many people in your neighborhood would know you. It's not about if they know you. It's what they think about you. What do they perceive you as? And that's what I want to think about today, all right? It's not going to be a lot of me talking at you. It's going to be a lot of you guys doing, all right? So here's the first thing. You're going to work with your squad. So coaches, help a little bit. You have a big whiteboard, all right? We're going to go 5 minutes. You're going to have 5 minutes exactly. I want you guys, as a squad, on that whiteboard, to come up with 7 characteristics of what you think a wrestler is. 7 words that you could describe what a wrestler is, all right? So you see where the big whiteboard is? Work your way over to it. You got 5 minutes starting now. Strong? Okay.
Is it weighted? It's got to be one word.
It doesn't have to be. Yeah.
What is a wrestler? Smart.
Yeah, gotta be, right?
Smart.
Oh, this is perfect.
That's part of my activity
That's awesome.
on tomorrow.
Hopefully this will get them thinking the right way about it. So that'll be perfect.
What number are we on over there, guys?
Good, coach.
Just gonna throw a wrench at him in a second.
Always fun.
Yeah, gotta throw a wrench at him. Make it tough on him. What are you guys up to? You got 6 up there? All right, I like it. I like it.
That caps it all off right there.
All right, well, we got to read it off. Come on. Say like here, like smart. Isn't that dedication?
How many we got? All right. A dog. Okay. All right. But what does that mean? What's that mean? What is it? What is it? Okay. That's a good one then. Never give up. There you go. Never gives up. All right. You guys got 7? Yeah. All right, cool. Squad 2, you got 7?
Yeah.
All right, squad 1, you got 7?
Yeah.
All right. All right, 30 seconds, work yourself back. All right, gonna rely on squad 1 here. So, squad 1, roll these things off. What do we got? Strong. What else? 2 Fs. Ooh, okay.
It's in order too.
We said it first.
Determined and willing to grow.
Oh, okay. Determined and willing to grow. All right, so squad 2. Do you have anything new to add to this one? Squad 2.
Mentally tough?
Okay?
Athletic.
Okay?
Resilient?
Oh, I like that one. Anything else? That's it? Okay, that's fine. Squad 3, got anything new to add to this one?
Fearless.
Oh, I like that one. Fearless. What else?
Committed.
Committed, okay. I will spell this wrong.
2 keys to win.
Nailed it. Hardworking's up there. Got anything else?
Got all the notes. That's it.
Okay, so take a look at this. I'm going to put the light on to give you a better view. Tell me, as you guys perceive yourselves as wrestlers, right? Not good wrestlers, not bad wrestlers, not average wrestlers, just wrestlers. In general, is there a negative thing written on that list? So you're telling me everybody you see in the sport of wrestling, if they're wrestlers, you feel like those are characteristics of them, right? There's some soft wrestlers, okay? For the most part, is this list pretty accurate? Are these characteristics you think most wrestlers have? Might not have all of them, but a good deal of them. Are they all positive? Are these all characteristics you would like associated with you? Pretty positive, right? Awesome. Now, here's the tough part. Erase your boards. It's really, really easy to perceive yourselves as wrestlers and have that perception of wrestlers. It's tough to be empathetic. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. So, to get a good idea or a better idea of who you are, what I want you to do now with your squads, and this is a little bit more difficult, here's what I want. What do you think people that aren't involved in wrestling think your characteristics are, your traits? Find me 7. So, go into your squads, find me 7. Mike, Coach Clayton, there's some writing on this backside of it. Am I good to erase it? Okay.
Not smart.
We all good?
Oh man, quick, we got 7? All right. Squad 2, we got 7. All right. 8. Okay, squad 3. All right, we're getting there. Take your time. Take your time, no rush. This is real wrestling.
Real
So how many words you steal this time?
I heard they say
Start with
weird.
3 this time.
I'm gonna let you guys go first. How's that?
Perfect.
Let's go.
That's got to be the first one on every one.
Squad 3, we good? All right, Squad 2 is going to start us off this time. They were complaining about Squad 1 stealing all their answers. Squad 2, lead the way.
Slow down.
Keep going.
Malnourished.
Hey. Our perception that you guys made of yourselves was hardworking, determined. This is part of it, right? We're learning. We can handle this. Go ahead.
Dumb, arrogant.
One more. Handsy. Okay. Squad 3, what we got? Anything new?
Is cocky there?
Cocky, arrogant? Is there a difference between arrogance and cockiness?
Strong.
Yeah.
Ooh, strong, okay. Ugly?
Gay.
Got it? What else?
Athletic.
Athletic?
Weird.
Weird. All right, squad 1. Anything to add to this? Anything new? Zesty.
I almost said dirty, but I don't spell it.
Dirty. Okay? Anything else? All right, so this is what you think the outside world thinks of you. Is this list filled with positives? Not at all. So your self-perception of what you think wrestlers are, all positive things. But if you start thinking about the outside world and what others are thinking about you and how they perceive you, we're looking at the negatives, right? So I want you to think real quick, what is the difference of what we see and what they see? And it's all perspective, right? It's all perspective. So when people want to have a certain perspective, like we do, think of other sports you might talk trash on. Think about it. It definitely happens. Do you know what they go through ins and outs every day? Do these people that think this of wrestling think about the workouts you go through, the sacrifices you make, the determination that you have? Probably not real with it, right? They probably don't understand it. So the only thing you can do whenever they have these perspectives is real simple, right? Let them. Let them have those perspectives. Remember, you are a small, tiny blimp in all of these things that are around us, right? You have one opportunity to do the things that you get to do. There's 50 of you or so here, and you're at the Olympic Training Center. And your self-worth and your self-perception is way more important than what any outside influences are, right? You have an idea of what wrestlers are made of. You've said it. You have the positives of it. But here's the thing. Wrestling is literally just something you do. And you might do it 24/7. You might think about it all the time. It's a very small part of who you are as a person. Wrestling's what you do. It's not who you are. And that's a little bit more important there. So now it's going to get a little more difficult. You have all these note cards in front of you. Grab them up. Coaches, feel free to do it too. On each one of those cards, what I want you to do is I want you to write down one characteristic that describes you. On each card, one characteristic that describes you, and have them all out in front of you, right? Are you a great student? Are you a reader? Are you strong? Are you athletic, right? Are you a great brother, right? Good friend. Realistic, right? Be realistic. It might be some characteristics you're not super proud of. Let's write them down, and let's start working for ways to improve on those if we can. So you're going to write these characteristics out. You're going to have them in front of you. Nobody's going to see them. They're just your characteristics. All right, have all 7 out in front of you so you can see every single one. All right, look at the one that you'd like to get rid of. Take it out. The characteristic that's probably 7th on the list. Take it out. All right, now take out another. Your 6th. So you have 5 in front of you. Pretty solid with those characteristics, those traits. Take another one out. Down to 4. Take another out. The final 3 characteristics. Looking at those characteristics, would you be proud if those were the 3 words that most people described you as? Okay, take another one out. Is it getting a little more difficult? Pick which ones. All right. So your final 2, the last 2, you got to get rid of one. Which one are you going to get rid of? So now look at that last card you have left, that last characteristic, the one that you are most proud of how you see yourself, how you have that self-perception. All right? Share it with somebody nearby. You got to be proud of that one. That's your last characteristic, the last one standing. Better every day, hardworking, loving. I love that one, Coach. Smart. Ooh, I like it. Hey, you're right. Hardworking, hardworking. All right, now we're going to work this backwards. All right, you have your number 1 card. Now, if you were going to add and share the next one, are you going to pick the same one that was the last one eliminated? Or are you going to pick something different? You get to add one now. Are you going to pick the same one that was the next to the last selected? Now add a third. Decent grades? Okay, all right.
Grade A, lunch and eat.
Add a 4. Add 1 more. All right, so those 5 in front of you are probably the most accessible, most visible characteristics that other people are going to see about you. Now, you got to have this honest kind of reflection with yourself right now. Sometimes that's tough. Do some self-talk. Do you think that's what the outside world or people you know that aren't involved in wrestling would be able to say those things about you? Think so? Good. So you are exuding those characteristics. Now, look at the 2 you put off to the side. Those were the first 2 eliminated. Are they easily identifiable by people outside? Yeah? So you're pretty knowledgeable about who you are as a person, right? Now, here's the tough one. On any of those note cards, flip it over. You're not going to show anybody this. This is yours. This is completely yours.
Anyone?
Any one of them. Think about it. You're at school, you're in competition, you're in a camp, you're around coaches, you're around, peers in school, teachers. What are the first 3 things that they would describe you as? Be honest. Nobody's going to see this. Your teachers, your peers, right? People not in wrestling, what are they going to describe you as? I want you to think about this. Be reflective. You don't have to show anybody this. This is just for you. So don't be proud. Don't try to just be, they're going to see all of my 3 best qualities all the time. All right? Okay, so I want you to tuck that one away. All right? Now, that's what you perceive others as seeing you, right? But what did we say about that? Can we really control what other people think of us, see of us? No, what do we got to do? Let them, right? Obviously, I'm ridiculously good looking. So much so, I am. So much so, I was almost in a movie, all right? The movie was based around the male modeling industry, but they thought I was too good looking, and they had to have actors and stuff. Did you guys ever watch Zoolander? There's a moment in Zoolander of self-perception. Zoolander. You guys, it's getting old. That movie's getting old. Hey, self-perception here, right? No.
Who am I? I don't know. I guess I have a lot of things to ponder.
So who are you? Right? You are not what other people say you are or perceive you as. All right? You are who you perceive yourself as. You've already written down your characteristics of the individual that you believe you are. All right? Now, how can we improve on those areas where we might not be super confident about some of the aspects, or there's some areas about where we would like to get a little bit better? All right? Here's why the way you view yourself is important. All right? Having a little bit of pride in how you see yourself and how you perceive yourself. First, it creates your path. The way you perceive yourself. Our world reveals itself in accordance with where we're aiming. If you're going around and you're like, man, they're all out to get me. They're not treating me fairly. This is it's unfair. What do you think is going to be that constant thing on your shoulders? Right. Nothing's going to pan out because they're out to get me. Right? This wasn't fair. I got robbed in the state finals. It's a terrible call. If our aim is to be that, woe is me, I feel bad for me, that's my self-perception, those are the things that are going to happen. But you have control over it because you have control over how you see yourself and how you view yourself. It impacts your mental health, right? If you feel good about yourself in the morning, and you're like, I'm going to have a great day. Woke up this morning, me and Coach, we were ready. We were excited for the day. We were excited to get out, do the morning walk. We were pumped. Our day has been awesome so far, right? If I rolled out of bed, oh man, today's going to be brutal. It's going to suck. The sun's going to come out. The sun sucks. How do you think your whole day is going to go? Every little bad thing that happens, you're going to focus on. Self-perception, right? Directs how you navigate the world. And this goes into your decision-making as an athlete, as a person, right? Those are big time. This is bigger than wrestling. This is decision making in life. Your self-perception, how you see yourself, how you view yourself, is important to where you're going to go down the road, your navigation through life. And like I said, we're going to end it with practical, right? As long as we can get something practical. Real simple. Your character and how you treat others and how you treat and perceive yourself is incredibly important. And it's going to have a long-lasting impact, more so than any wins and losses you're going to have on a wrestling mat, right? In this morning's presentation, they talked about the end of the career. What's going to happen next, right? All of you have aspirations to be Olympic medalists, NCAA champs, right? Some will. But even they have to stop wrestling at some point, right? What are they going to remember you as? What is your legacy going to be, right? How are you going to see yourself? Are you going to continue to see yourself as a wrestler when you're 60, 70 years old? 30 years after a career? Are you going to see yourself as the characteristics that you wrote down? Here's what I want to ask you. Did anybody write down wrestler? So you kind of get it, right? All of you are wrestlers, but none of you identified yourselves as one as being the most important thing, the most important perception that you have about yourself. That's not a bad thing, because there's bigger things to that. Wrestling is what you do. It's not who you are. So how can we improve this? Advice, practical advice. First thing, find a mentor. And listen, there's bad mentors. There's bad people to look up to, all right? You get lucky, you find some really, really good mentors. For my first 10 years of a coaching career, I had terrible mentors. Terrible. And the only reason I know that is because I found good mentors. And 2 of them are sitting right at this desk back there. Without those guys, I wouldn't be here doing this. I wouldn't have all the opportunities that I have in wrestling. It's because I got lucky and I found 2 good mentors. All right? People that you can look up to, steal their characteristics, steal everything you can from them, because they're going to help. But that's that cautionary tale. There's bad mentors too. Find a good mentor. Talk positively about yourself. Real easy to get down on yourself, especially in the sport of wrestling, because it's brutal, it's tough. Oh, I'm tired, I'm beat up, I'm not any good at this. Real easy to put yourself down. Avoid it. Avoid self-talk, right? Wyatt Henderson, after his match, talked about all the positive things that went into his training, right? Oh, I'm going to win a national title, right? I'm really good at wrestling. Coach Taylor, same thing. Pump that positive mindset into him. Positive self-talk helps. Journaling, really good idea, all right? Write down your ideas. Write down your goals. Goal setting's tricky. Goal setting's tricky. Anybody can say, oh, I want to be an Olympic gold medalist. Really, though? Think about all the things that it takes for that opportunity to happen. And in wrestling, the toughest thing about it is you could do every single thing right for 10 years, for 20 years. Do every single thing right. But how many freestyle Olympians are there? How many Greco-Olympians are there? Right? So it's knowing that we're setting goals that are realistic. And then last thing is practicing gratitude. This is a tough one because we take things for granted. We were talking about this with some of the coaches earlier today. We watched history on Saturday night. Carter Starace, 5-time NCAA champ. We may never see that again ever in the history of the sport. We got to witness it, right? Maybe the biggest upset in NCAA history with Gable Steveson, Wyatt Hendrickson. We take those sorts of things for granted. You're sitting in the Olympic Training Center. You're learning from world medalists, right? You get to be sitting in the cafeteria with Olympic gold medalists, Olympic finalists, right? Did you take a second to step back and be like, man, I can't believe I'm here? It's pretty wild. It's an opportunity you got, right? And a lot of people did a lot of things to kind of make that happen for you, right? It's that gratitude piece. I'm incredibly grateful just to come up here and be able to talk to you guys a little bit, watch you guys in your journey. This is the coolest thing that I get to do. I'm telling you, just to be around all of you and watch you chasing down these goals, right? Improving yourself as wrestlers, as human beings. So thank you for listening to me. We're 15 or so minutes short. I appreciate that, right? And I cut the history lesson a little short, so all good. So you guys have any questions? Need anything? Coach Clayton, anything for him?
Great presentation. Great presentation.
Great.
Keep it up. You're doing great.
Hey, coaches need anything? All right, hey, 5 o'clock on the mat. See ya.